もちもち食感ぬるぬるエイム、どうもタピです。今回は和訳動画なのですが、色々とお知らせがあります。本編の前に手短に伝えますね。一つ目はクリエイターサポートについてです。なんと申請がやっと通り、クリサポのコードは KAPI になりました。アイテムショップで僕のコードを打ち込んでくださると嬉しいです。そして二つ目は今回の動画についてです。普段僕はプロガイズという方の動画を和訳しています。これは著作権フリーで和訳できるためです。ですが今回、他の方の動画を和訳してみたいと思い、FaZeクランのコーチの方に DM をしてみました。そうしたらなんと和訳をしていいという許可をしてくださいました。概要欄にこのFaZeのコーチの方のチャンネルを貼っておくので、ぜひ登録しに行ってください。というわけで本編に行きます。どうぞ。
Welcome back everybody, it's Destiny Jesus here. Today we've got a new video and basically breaking down a bunch of different tips and tricks as well as a couple new exploits that are brand new to this season that you can be doing to get an advantage on your opponent. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed and make sure to check out the full video for all the different tips and tricks that are throughout. This is a really nice new quality of life feature that's been added, and it's basically if you're landing at Slurpy Swamp or any of these barrels, is you can break all of them in one go. So as I drop down here, I'm going to try to be a little bit quicker. See, as I break this barrel, I get all three barrels at the same time. Normally it wouldn't do that, it would only give you one barrel's worth, but it's super nice because now I can have this advantage as anybody in this building. I get all this shield instantly off spawn. Come up here, get all those barrels at the same time. Really, really nice feature, and now you can have an advantage if you just try and push somebody who's landing near you. Reload. Nice. Shotgun is so good at close range. Right, so if you didn't know, Dragon's Breath is really good just because of the fact it does so much damage to structures. This wall is 200, shoot the wall and it does that much damage to the wall straight away. So about 100 plus. Really, really effective at close range as well. Only downside of it is you have to make sure you time your reloads really well because you can get caught off or you're reloading in a box or something similar. So there's a couple of really nice strategies that you can do with the Mandalorian rifle. First of all is just this lunge effect that you can do close range. You can go ahead up and hit the wall. What works really nicely here is if your opponent has a wood wall, what you can do is quick scope it and then ram straight through it and you'll kind of teleport to the other side. Normally if they're in brick or metal though, just get the wall 1 HP with your pickaxe and then you can go for a lunge straight in. You can also slide a cone as you jump in just like that and then instigate a 50-50, we have the advantage. So the base damage to wall is 110, so if you pickaxe a wood wall once and then get ready to jump in with the staff, it will work correctly. For a brick wall, it will take 3 hits with the sniper, and then for a metal wall, it will take 5 hits. You're better off just AR spraying it or getting a loafer thingy. Base damage to a player, 45 if you hit like that, and then if you hit a headshot and line it up, it will normally hit for a little bit more damage. If you didn't know, landing directly in this shield bubble here in the center of the map gives you 50 shield. So if you use a rift to go at some point during the map, you can get in here or you build your way up, you'll get 50 shield. And it's also a nice drop spot where you can just pop in, get your 50 shield, and then fall down. So this is a new super broken exploit that you can do to get free shots on your opponent. What it looks like from the other guy's perspective is right here, I can't even see him at all and he's able to get shots on me from hiding behind the ramp just like that. So what you want to go ahead and do is crouch down here, you'll face into the floor a little bit, and now when you peek over, your character model will be bugged and you can shoot your opponent, get shots on them for free, and you're not even appearing on their screen just because of the fact that you phase into the sand and now you're peeking over the sand. Obviously you don't over peek and stand up, that will kind of get rid of the effect. So what you want to do is just crouch, slide into the sand a little bit. Now as you crouch up the ramp, you'll be able to get free shots on your opponent and they won't be able to see you. So this is what the bug looks like from if you're next to somebody. Basically he's just phasing into the floor and now his legs have disappeared, but he's still peeking over, he can still shoot the wall in front of him and he can't get traded at all. Make sure to take advantage where you can before it's patched. Everybody should know about the crouching sand mechanic where you just stay still for a long enough time and then you go into the sand. There's a couple of really nice things you can do this with. Obviously you can do it for rotates mid-map and just get a lot of distance quickly, but let's say you're initiating a fight versus somebody, what you can do is kind of bait where you are or bait the fact that you're fighting. So maybe I could bait that I'm fighting here, or I could snipe or try to go for some damage on my opponent and then I can crouch into the sand. they'll be looking with that map red marker where the bullets come from. They'll be looking in that direction, maybe even pushing towards it. And what you can do is fast travel with the sand, use line of sight of a hill or something, and go around the edge, just like this. Now I'm going to reposition, get a different angle on my opponent. So now when he's going to try peeking out or something, I've got a completely different angle and I can land on the kill. This next trick is super useful if you're trying to W key or if you want to play a bit more passive, and it's basically before you kill any of these characters is you want to go ahead and grab a bounty from them straight away. Now this bounty will act as a permanent UAV and this always locks onto the nearest player. So in this case I can use this to my advantage. I know based off this distance here to here, quite a nice trick, it's just a mark where the centre of the circle is 455 meters, right? So that means to me that that place over there is unlooted because that is closer. See, that's the center where the nearest player to me is at this point in time, so that's going to be unlooted. You can also maybe check that's going to be unlooted as well because it's only that distance away from me. That also a bit of a stretch, but I can actually likely make a good guess in solos. This is going to be unlooted for me as well. It's also super nice in team modes where you can just decide who we're going to W key next and give you a nice like marker for W keying. Also, if you want to complete your task quicker, you can just go ahead and grab whatever the henchmen are carrying. So here I get extra minis from John Wick and get a sniper from him. No ammo, but it's pretty nice just to get an extra gun. There's a couple different ways you can do this around the map as well. Okay, this is the easiest way of getting a tac rifle. Basically what you can do is just come up towards these guys, and if you're in a bush, they will not aggro you at all, so you can just kill them very simply. They'll get the little question mark over their head, but they won't actually aggro you, so you can try and do this. The reason you'll make sure you try to get an attack rifle, especially in comp game modes, is it's so nice to have extra ammo. Since you don't have to use your medium ammo, you can just save it to hit. They despawn, get some gold as well, which is pretty useful. And they also drop heals, so you can see this guy drop minis. This guy dropped minis, other ones drop a couple gold, some extra mats as well. Very nice to go ahead and grab all of that. And now I'm kind of chilling. And as I said, you get that ammo advantage where you're not wasting all of your medium ammo, and you can give it to your teammates, maybe in duos or in scrims or something. So this is a new phasing trick that you can do to get into a box straight away. Basically what you're going to go ahead and do is get a 0-point shard, or you can do this with a 0-point fish if you're just fishing around the map. So go ahead and consume it, and now for the next 15 seconds you're going to phase into any person's box instantaneously no matter what your ping is. So get the little one shot, so the attack that's just below kind of like 70 health, and then as you jump you want to go for a shot. So jump, shoot, and I'll phase in normally onto the back row. What you can also go ahead and do as you phase in is place a backward jump like this and force the 50-50. Really nice for closing out somebody's low HP. Just pop a crystal and then get into their box. So again, the timing of this is get them all one shot, then jump and shoot at the same time. So basically all I'm doing is jumping and then shooting as I'm kind of going forward towards the guy. This also works on somebody's stair if you've got the stair 1 HP. So just spray it down your AR, and then as you come forward like this, jump and shoot, and you end up on the other side with the guy. Really nice 50-50 situation for you. This also works the exact same way from above. So go ahead and get the floor one shot just like this. You need to make sure you place a cone, which don't place the cone as well. And then as you jump and shoot, just like that, you get transported in. And it's very hard to predict where you're going to land for the other player, and normally you'll win in the 50-50 type situation. Just like that, it's extremely hard to predict. So from above, again, it's so hard to predict where they're going to come in. Normally they end up teleporting behind you, and that's a very hard shot to hit, especially if you're on keyboard or mouse.
はい、というわけでいかがでしたでしょうか。さすがFaZeのコーチの方でものすごく参考になりました。僕のチャンネルではこのような和訳動画や解説動画に加えて、ゆっくり実況の動画などを投稿しています。まだしていない方はチャンネル登録してくださると嬉しいです。Twitter @tapyouTube のフォローと高評価もしてくださったら嬉しいです。というわけで、また次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さよなら。